Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Reanimated Hero, Calmed Hero, or Hero, whatever you want to call me. And today I'm going to be talking about the tournament, the final Red Cloud, and the future of competitive Naruto Storm. And so let's get started. So the final Red Cloud tournament, the tournament itself and the atmosphere was great. It did a lot of it actually fueled a huge fire within me that my old competitive Naruto side had when I was like super young, and seeing these tournaments being hosted and things like that, it really it really helped fuel myself to play a lot more. And the commentary was great. Sometimes in venues it gets a little bit loud, and having the outside commentary was fantastic as we could focus on the gameplay and the commentating. It would have been better if there was like one or more persons commentating, because you could hear the commentators' different thoughts and how they basically have a second opinion. That's it. Other than that, the commentator was pretty good. It was pretty good. The only thing that I'd say that on stream it was kind of confusing on which games were going to be played next on the main setup. It could be easily fixed next time. Play, not Playco, my bad. Kiwan did a fantastic job anyways hosting it, getting the venue and things like that. And another thing I'd only say is I had a little confusion. Only a little confusion. I was a little bit confused during losers finals because I thought it would have been best of 5 rather than best of 3. Because iPal and Prodigy's set, it went really fast. I thought in losers finals it would have been best of 5 because winners finals was best of 5 and grand finals was best of 5. But the whole thing was best of 3 anyways, so I don't think it was that confusing. But the tournament was run in one day, so I don't fault them for any measly mistake or any tiny detail or things like that. So it's rather fine. One thing I'd probably want to see is if they had tournament seeding. So Playco as the first seed, things like that. Maybe Prodigy second seed, iPal third, and continue on. You know, and seeding. If they had seeding, you'd probably see more or the better players face off in bracket later rather than earlier and have any upsets like that. It would have been. And seeding really goes on to my next section or my next topic in this video. The future of competitive Naruto Storm. So one big thing I would like to see in the future of Naruto competitive is that the return of things like clan battles, or crew battles if you want to relate to Smash crew battles. Another thing I would refer to a little bit in the previous section when I was mentioning seeding is that of a ranking system for Storm. Seeding, first seed, second seed, third seed, obviously those are the best 3 players at the tournament, and you know that because there's a mental ranking system you have, or you could do a pool section in the tournament and determine that. But I think a ranking system would be good for Storm, as this could be used for like different regions like NA, EU, Asia, or if you want to go into like deeper, like NA, you have things like Canada, the West Coast, the East Coast, or by different US states, or Mexico for example. And it would take a lot of work to implement a ranking system, but it would add a more competitive fire to newer players and older players. Like, say for example, if you're a lower ranked player, you would have a chance to climb the ladder, and the higher you get, the more you would be recognized and grow yourself as a Naruto player and your own brand. And having a ranking system will also introduce the competitive side of Naruto Storm and have newer players understand it more and what the standards are for Naruto competitive. And if it would take a lot of work ranking or to implement the ranking system and things like that, but I think it's worth it, honestly. You see a similar ranking system in the Smash Brothers community, the SSBM ranks. They go based off like tournament placings and the rank, and they rank a player out of like 10 of how well they did at the tournament and how big the tournament was. So if it was a local, if it was a major, a super major, how many top players were there, and things like that. It would take a lot of work to implement the system, but I think that the more people that are involved and coming up with the system, I think it would be huge. For example, Playco made a Discord server, and he he made a Discord server, but he didn't do it by himself. He had help by other people, and the more the collective group to make the Discord, the better it became, and things like, you know. And if you can implement a ranking system for the Naruto competitive side, like for tournaments or ranked first to fives, it would be huge. As I said earlier, it would introduce more lower ranked players to the Naruto competitive side, and there's also current players that they'd have a goal of what to reach and how to reach it, like who to beat, and things like that. And it doesn't even have to be world based, as in like the region. We don't have to have a ranking system that's best in the world. It could just be things like NA, EU, Asia, and like I said earlier about West Coast, East Coast, Canada, US, Mexico, and things like that. And I said it would probably, it's probably not going to be implemented unless there's more people helping and coming up with a system, so there's no holes and things like that. But I think it's worth it, as before we used to do this mentally in our own heads when we come up with more subjective top ranking lists. You see these like on many channels, even my channel, when I put the top 5 most dominant players, in Naruto Storm history. I made a subjective list, and honestly, if you had a ranking system, you could compare with future times. Who was the best in 2019, who was the best in 2020, who was the best in 2021 coming up. If you had a ranking system like that, it'd be, it'd grow Naruto competitive side immensely. And I think it'd be a good system to have to try grow the game and help new players understand the game and stuff like that. But that means there has to be more tournaments and a system for ranked first to fives and things like that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below about the idea. I'm not saying it'd be easy. There'd probably be a lot of work put into it, but I think it's worth it overall for the Naruto community itself. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is Reanimation Hero, Calm Hero, or Hero, whatever you want to call me, and I'm out. Peace.